All right, here we are. I'm in a new shirt that you probably haven't seen before because apparently, according to my wife, I wear the exact same shirt every single video. So, taking that into account today. Okay, she has a point. So the last 2 months have been pretty slow for me. As a wedding filmmaker and photographer, January and February are not the most exciting months of the year, but I did get to rest a lot and I got to spend a lot of time with my wife. So that was great. But now the time has come to ramp up into the spring season with weddings and conferences and a bunch of other projects. And today I'm gearing up to go to Seattle for a conference. And I thought I'd just take this opportunity to let you guys know what's in my camera bag or case. I have a Pelican case. I don't have a camera bag. Let's do it. This is gonna be really quick and dirty because I actually have a lot of stuff out because a lot of stuff I use is for this setup specifically, but you'll still be able to see everything. So first thing up is the GoPro Hero 8 Black. Great action camera, waterproof, and the hyper smooth on these is incredible. I have no complaints about these. And now I can switch over to the GoPro shot and you can see my Canon 5D Mark IV with a 24 to 105 f4 lens on it. That's my main camera that I use for this setup specifically. And I shoot all of my desktop home videos on this camera just because it's really quick and easy to set up. And the autofocus system is really good. Currently using the Sennheiser MKE 600 shotgun mic as my main camera. Could I do some ASMR? Should I turn this into an ASMR channel? Let me know. Ugh. ASMR videos always creep me out, so no, I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, this is a great shotgun mic. It's light, it's portable, and it does everything that I need it to do. For our key light, we have our Aperture 120D Mark II on a black C-stand. This light particularly is my favorite. I've rented it a ton of times to use for projects. I finally bought it just a couple months ago, and I'm really, really happy with it. I got a huge softbox. Gives me a really, really nice key. I take it to weddings and I use it as my main light to light up dance floors during receptions and things like that. Very good universal light. I do not have a V-mount battery on it. That's the next thing that I need to get because right now I'm just plugging in the light at the reception venue and that's not the best thing to do. But overall, highly recommend this light. This is the Pelican 1510 case that I've had for years. Still just a great overall case to carry everything in. For right now, I have mostly everything that I need to carry for any kind of job. Like I said, I carry the 24 to 105. Here I have the Sigma Art 50mm 1.4 that is on my camera 99% of the times when I'm shooting photography at weddings. I hardly ever deviate from this lens. It's just a bulky, super sharp, incredible lens. Love it. I bought just because I needed a telephoto, but the cheapest 70 to 200 Canon f4 lens. I think this is the first generation. They've had like 3 generations of it, so this was the cheapest, but really all I use this for is for long shots when I'm filming wedding ceremonies and I need just like a really solid, like tight zoom. And here's where some people might unsubscribe and not like me anymore. This is the Sony A7S II. I've had this for about 5 years now. It has a Comlight EF to E adapter, and what I use this for is, this is my main camera that I shoot weddings with. This is the main camera that I shoot pretty much anything with. I have an adapter on here because I have no Sony lenses. I have no native lenses for this camera. So oftentimes the 24 to 105 goes on here, and that is my setup for wedding filmmaking and really any kind of filmmaking. But this camera has been a powerhouse. I've loved it. I've used it so much over the last 5 years. I'm hoping to upgrade to the Sony A7S III whenever they come back in stock. Sony, make them come back in stock. But I will still have this one. I won't necessarily retire it completely. Probably will still use it as a B or C camera. I have 2 of these Zoom F1 field recorders. It's just a little internal recorder with a lavalier. This is most of the time what I stick on the groom during wedding ceremonies, and we'll oftentimes use this for a lot of interviews. It's just a great internal backup recorder if the shotgun fails or whatever. But it's honestly main source of audio for weddings, backup audio source for pretty much anything else. Never had a problem with those. Those are great. Still rocking the manual Glidecam for my stabilizer, the Glidecam HD 4000. I've had this for about 4 or 5 years as well. Super used to it. But not too long ago, I did rent the DJI RS2. I've never worked with electronic gimbals before, but that was the first time I'd worked with them. And I've got to say, I cannot wait to purchase an RS2. That is definitely going to be my leap into electronic gimbal world. Until that is bought, this has been incredible. I feel very confident with everything that I get with this. The RS2 just kind of really checks all the boxes that I'm looking for. I hadn't jumped into electronic gimbals until the RS2 just because they do a great job, but they just hadn't done everything that I really needed them to do to justify like jumping over. But the RS2 really checks all those boxes, so that's really the next stabilizer that I'm planning on getting. I got a couple of H4N Pro recorders, just another audio capture device. I have 2 of them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is what I use regularly. There's still a few other things around here that, like when the purpose comes up, that I will use, such as this Canon 5D Mark II. This was the first full frame DSLR that I got right out of college. Got it on eBay for like 800 bucks, and I used this camera for all of my photography for about 2 years straight before I got to the Mark IV. I bought this used. I think it has like over 200,000 on its shutter count. It's something ridiculous, but still works. And it's actually the camera that I let my wife use when we're just out shooting, so she can learn a little bit of photography. So anyway, this is just a little sentimental. It does still work. I still use it as an extra camera on ceremony shoots if I need to. If I just really want another angle, then I'll pull this one out, throw a lens on it, and call it good. But anyway, love this camera. Very sentimental. Honestly, we'll probably keep this just because I'm sentimental like that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed looking through my camera gear, seeing what I use for just about any project that I do. Let me know if you use any of this gear or if all of my stuff is ancient and I'm in dire need of an upgrade. But at the end of the day, all the gear that I use does what I need to do, and that's all that matters. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Ugh, disgusting.